Hey, welcome to the webinar. I'm so glad that you had a chance to join us. And in this webinar, we're going to ask the question or really work through this topic, why top leaders are becoming certified executive coaches. So let's get started. Have you ever been stuck in a tough place? I know I have many times. And when you're stuck, it is quite uncomfortable. Well, many leaders today are stuck. They have plateaued and they're not sure what to do to get out of this plateau. Notice what it says here. The people you serve face daily difficulties and obstacles. I think you would agree with me. And coaching, what does it do? It gives you the tools to help them overcome these challenges. We're going to talk in this webinar about coaching and how coaching can serve to really align with your leadership goals and help you to accomplish more things, help you to impact even more people. But first, here's a reality that we must face. Leaders, despite their outward confidence, often face anxieties around skill development, staying relevant, or leading through change. For an example, here are some leadership anxieties. Number one, skills relevance. It says leaders face the constant challenge of rapid change and continuous learning to keep their skills relevant. Then we have loss of credibility. Leaders fear appearing incompetent, unprepared for the unknown, or having their leadership questioned while learning new skills. The third one is failure to improve. Leaders fear a lack of major improvement in their planned outcomes, despite their investment in training or their best efforts. And lastly, we have time commitment. That's a big one. Leaders often worry that dedicating time to leadership development will detract them from their current responsibilities. It actually does quite the opposite. It helps them to focus even more. What happens when you, as the leader, you hit the ceiling? That's it. You hit the very top on your ability to lead effectively, serve others, or develop more leaders, or even learn new leadership skills. Well, there are four things at least that you can anticipate. Number one, effectiveness decreases. Number two, discouragement begins. It starts right away. Number three, credibility is often lost. And number four, confidence stops. Maybe you have incredible confidence as a leader. That's great. Maybe you need to develop more skills. Maybe you need to become more effective as a leader. Well, coaching helps to address each of those areas and more. In my book, The Coaching Advantage, I made a statement. All of us have blind spots. You do, I do, we all do. We all have areas in our lives that are not performing at 100% capacity every single day. It's impossible. We can't do it, but we can definitely get better. And as we discover our blind spots, we can be more productive, more efficient, and have a greater impact on the lives of people. One of the most significant obstacles that I've seen in my professional and personal life as I've worked with leaders and what they've struggled with over the years is the fear of leadership stagnation. Don't let the fear of leadership stagnation sabotage your leadership. You can be proactive in your development as a leader. You don't have to feel embarrassed because you've hit a leadership plateau. You can overcome every leadership plateau with what? With decisive action. You know this as a leader. You can take decisive action and overcome leadership plateau. I know how you feel. Why? Well, because I've been there. I've been there myself. But without a plan for growth, the fear of leadership stagnation will become your reality and the reality of many leaders. Before we keep going, first let me tell you briefly about my story. That's my wife Yami there. And this year, at the time of this recording, we're going to be married 35 years by God's grace. I'm Marcel Sanchez. I'm an ICF certified professional coach. I'm also the founder of Imagine Coaching Academy, and I serve as executive pastor of Global Church in Miami, Florida. My company, Imagine Coaching Academy, is an ICF accredited level one coach education provider. One of the things I've realized over the years is I've walked in your shoes and in the shoes of many leaders. How so? Well, here are a few examples. I've wrestled with my faith. I've struggled with my faith at different times. I've struggled in my marriage and in my family life. I've neglected my health, and I've had to revamp my or restart my health training, if you will. I've plateaued in my leadership growth. That's been a common factor in the lives of many leaders. And I've worked long hours to provide financially for my family, working at a corporate job, hitting the reports, hitting the field, training the team. I've been there many times. And I've lacked confidence in my own leadership skills and in my leadership development. I've had the privilege of coaching and training and serving many leaders. I've had over 11,896 people trained. I've been able to be a part of 1,010 at least training events. I've been married, as I've said before, over 34 years. I've had over 34 years of ministry experience, training and coaching and teaching. I've had over 26 years of professional experience, and I've had the privilege of publishing 29 books, and I'm working on book number 30 and 31 as I record this video. Why do I tell you this? I don't tell you this to impress you. I tell you this to impress upon you one key component. Here it is. By God's grace, I found a proven way to close these gaps, these leadership plateau gaps, build new leadership skills, and move my life forward. And I really believe I can help you do the same in your personal and professional life. First of all, I use this framework. I call it the 3 C's of transformation. It's very simple. You need to grow to reach your leadership goals. You need a commitment, you need a coach, and you need a course of action. You need a commitment to do the work. You need a commitment. It's a financial commitment. It's a professional commitment. You have to separate time. It's an investment of energy to get the job done to reach your leadership goals. Number 2, you need a coach. That's me in this case. You need someone to walk with you on this journey. I simply serve as a guide to help you get from where you are to where you want to be in your leadership development goals. And last but not least, you need a course of action. You need a way to get you from where you are to where you want to be at your pace. You don't have to rush through this. You can take your time. The on-demand course, the training, the live training, all of these things are very, very flexible. And this is something that helps you to move forward. So what do you need to reach your leadership goals? You need a commitment, you need a coach, and you need a course of action. Why are so many top leaders becoming certified executive coaches? That's the question we really want to answer in this video. Well, for starters, top executives are becoming certified executive coaches because coaching delivers, here it is, exponential returns. That's right, exponential returns. This has been proven by the International Coaching Federation and many independent organizations as well. So let's take a few minutes to review what I mean. Here it is. Coaching helps organizations increase their performance by a whopping 48%. That's staggering. That's almost 50%. Coaching helps teams, your team and others, increase their performance by 50%. That's an amazing number. It gets better. Coaching helps executives like yourself and business leaders and nonprofit leaders increase their performance by a staggering 70%, 70%. The Journal of Psychological Issues in Organizational Culture, what did they find? Well, the metrics found the following. They explored the effects on executive coaching on leadership transformation. And here's the ROI. Demonstrated a strong correlation between coaching and improved leadership effectiveness, a strong correlation. The CIPD's Coaching Climate Survey revealed the following. Here are the metrics. Identified benefits such as increased awareness and responsibility, improved relationships, clearer roles, and objectives and increase leadership capacity and capability. The ROI, 95%. That's a huge number. 95% believed coaching can deliver tangible benefits to individuals and organizations. And I can assure you it absolutely has, and it continues to do so. Let's take a look at the Journal of Public Administration Research and Theory, the metrics. They explored the impact of leadership coaching in public sector settings. Here's the ROI: improved leadership skills, more effective decision making, and greater readiness for leadership roles. That is outstanding. The Manchester Review. Here are the metrics. Companies that provided coaching to their executives. What did they realize? They realized improvements in productivity, quality, organizational strength, customer service, and shareholder value. What did they get as an ROI? They received an average return of 5.7 times the initial investment in coaching. That is absolutely significant. Despite economic challenges, the U.S. business coaching industry surpassed $15.2 billion in revenue, demonstrating its resilience and increasing demand for leadership development. This was back in 2023. And without a doubt, that number has increased. Booz Allen Hamilton, the metrics they discovered, this study on the impact of executive coaching on achieving business results. It had an ROI and a return of $7.90 for every $1 invested in coaching. So here's a question for you. If you can invest $1 and get $7.90 back as a return, how often would you do it? You would do that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And so would I. Metrics Global found a 529% ROI on executive coaching, jumping to 788% when retention is included. 87% of EMBA programs now offer executive coaching. Why? Because it has real results. It has a definitive impact on people, on teams, on executive leaders. 86 to 87% of companies report positive ROI, median ROI around 7 times investment, with 19% reporting 50 to 49x returns. This is incredible. To grow others effectively, I always say, you must first grow yourself intentionally. Let's repeat that. It's worth repeating. To grow others effectively, you must first grow yourself intentionally. Let's talk about this for a little bit. Like you, I dedicated significant time to helping others grow. I realized that it was time to focus on my own growth. It was time to continue investing in myself. To grow others effectively, you must first grow yourself intentionally. Now is the time, I believe, now is the time to invest in yourself. It's time to really make gains in your own personal and professional leadership. Do you want to continue growing as a leader, to serve people better and change more lives? I believe if you're still watching this video, you absolutely do. Envision your future self. Let's take a moment to envision what you could look like in the near future as a result of coaching and coach certification training. Thriving again as a leader, fulfilling your life's purpose, increasing your confidence and your competency, and lastly, changing more lives. But there's more. What would it look like to fearlessly lead your team without, and I highlight that word without, lacking confidence, without lacking clarity, and without lacking competency? This is important because at times we don't lead with greater confidence or clarity or competency because we haven't learned new skills. Imagine a life without stagnation, without frustration in your leadership journey and in your leadership development. It's time for you to get started on a new way to develop your skills and empower more leaders. As we said already, you've invested in others. I know you have. It's time to invest in yourself. Now is the time to invest in yourself. What am I asking you to do? Well, I'm asking you to take one simple step. I would like to invite you to book a complimentary discovery call. It's very simple. It only takes about 30 minutes of your time. But I believe the next step for you is to book a discovery call to see if coaching is the right fit for you to help you reach your leadership goals. You might ask yourself, Marcel, what exactly are we going to explore on this call? Well, I anticipated that question. So let me give you a breakdown of 4 things that we will review. We will review and explore your leadership goals. We will dig a little deeper on what are the things that you're trying to accomplish in the next 6 months, in the next 3 to 5 years, and beyond. Number 2, we're going to look at some of the current obstacles that you are facing today in your leadership development goals. And number 3, I'll ask you the question, well, what have you tried before? What happened? Why didn't it work out? Why did that training or that conference or that degree, why did it not serve to meet your leadership goals? And then lastly, why didn't it work as expected? Which is really an overflow from question number 3. Here's what you'll gain on the live call. Once we explore that and I have a thorough understanding of where you are and where you want to be, we're going to look at these 4 different areas on the call. We're going to help you learn our 3-step roadmap to launch your coaching career with confidence, credibility, and impact, or help you just to continue growing as a leader. Maybe you don't want to become a career coach, and that's fine. Maybe you simply want to improve your leadership skills. Well, we'll walk through the roadmap and help you understand how it can help you. Next, we'll help you discover how our 2-day intensives or our on-demand coaching intensives really help to accelerate your leadership growth. And then number 3, we'll envision how coaching tools and competencies create lasting impact for your clients, for your teams, and or for your career. And then the last thing you'll do, we'll have a time to answer all of your questions. I'll listen to your questions. I'll answer them in as thorough a way as I possibly can. I want to make sure all of your questions are answered. And if you decide to move forward, that's great. If you decide coaching is not a fit for you right now, that's fine too. I want you to make an educated decision on whether or not coaching is the right fit to help you accomplish your leadership goals and move forward as a leader. So as I said before, book your free discovery call, your complimentary discovery call. You can scan the QR code here, or you can just type in your browser link SI, that's linksi.me/XYUDR. Scan the QR code or type in the URL on your browser and let's have a conversation. Let's see how coaching can help you to impact more people, change more lives, increase your competence, increase your confidence as a leader, and really help to serve others better. I believe if you have arrived at this point as we close our webinar, our video, I think you are ready to take the next step. And I want to encourage you to go ahead and book your complimentary discovery call now. Thank you. I really mean that. Thank you for allowing me to serve you.